Greetings and salutations, YouTube. This is Fragments of Memory, your friendly neighborhood armchair philosopher. The late comedian Paul Mooney once performed a bit in which he coined the phrase, the nigga wake-up call. This is a phenomenon in which a black person who has seemingly found acceptance among white people learns that he isn't, or when she isn't, when he or she gets into some kind of social or legal trouble. When O.J. Simpson was being tried for the double murders of his estranged wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman, many of those white people he knew disavowed having connections to him. As rapper Jay-Z once said, "I'm not black, I'm O.J." Okay. King of Pop, Michael Jackson was accused of child molestation, and those white people who sang his praises were now calling for his head or suing him. In both of those scenarios, these men were being tried not only by the court of law, but by the court of public opinion. Michael Steele, a black conservative, was appointed chairman of the Republican National Chair in the year 2009. Steele appeared on a CNN talk show that was hosted by comedian D.L. Hughley. During the course of his interview, Hughley asked Steele if political pundit and radio show host Rush Limbaugh was the de facto leader of the Republican Party. Steele responded adamantly that Rush Limbaugh was not, but merely an entertainer, and that Steele was the leader of the Republican Party. Limbaugh would then reply that Steele wasn't either. Limbaugh was quick to remind Steele in many bombastic words to do his job and know his place. There exists this idea that if black men and women practice respectability politics, that we would be granted full access to mainstream white American society. If we salute the flag and sing the national anthem and praise the police force, we will be seen as one of the good ones. The conservative black desires some kind of proximity to whiteness. This is also true for immigrants who come to the United States. They somehow enjoy the perks and benefits of whiteness in some areas and not so much in others. At this point, all I need to say is the model minority, which is who I believe Vivek Ramaswamy saw himself as before his sit-down with political commentator Ann Coulter on his podcast, in which Coulter said that although she agreed with what he said politically and liked him better than any of the other Republican presidential candidates, she wouldn't vote for him because he is an Indian. And just a friendly reminder for those in the cheap seats, Vivek was born in the USA. Yes, his parents were from India, but he was born here. And Coulter went on to explain that the United States was a country for the WASP. That's white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Yes, other groups can come in, but the WASP is supposed to be the one running the show. No matter how much he tap danced or denounced the undesirables or sang the praises of capitalism, he was seen as an other. Not like us, anyone? We can see this in the cases of Stacey Dash and Candace Owens. They were good in the eyes of the conservatives until they outlived their usefulness. And look at what it cost them. Let me say at this point that I believe in the sovereignty of God and the brotherhood of man. And I also recognize that people are tribal. We divide by race, religion, culture, economic class, and even professional sports teams. Chicago Cubs versus St. Louis Cardinals, anyone? Don't assume that just because you have eradicated your own prejudices that others have as well. And that's my 2 cents on the matter. Peace.